What is going on, guys? Mr. Clark Joseph here, back with another video. Today, I'll be talking about my insane experience at the new splash pad / playground thing that just opened near where I live. It is extremely insane, and I have a lot of good stories to talk about that place. So first of all, there was a splash pad and a playground, but I like the splash pad more. Let's talk about that first. So the thing I liked the most was, you guys have probably heard of whenever you go to like a water park, there's like a huge bucket, and if it like falls over, a ton of water comes out of it and you'll get like soaked. There were two things at the area that were pretty much exactly like those, but a bunch smaller. But promise, if a lot of water that were in there dumped on your head, it would feel like a lot of water. And I got tired of people just standing there waiting for the water to hit you, waiting for the water to dump over and hit your head. So I decided to take it to the next level and lay down under it. A lot of people saw me do that and started copying me, but at least I can say I was the first one to do it. And it felt weird. Luckily it didn't hit my face, it mostly hit my belly. And yeah, another story was there was this like ball thing there, but it didn't move, it just stood still and wasn't able to move. And if you like spun a thing a lot, it would turn a thing on that made like water shoot out the top of the ball, and you could like jump on the ball. It was really cool, but it was pretty hard to jump on the ball when there was water coming out of it, but quickly I mastered it. And I could say it was pretty fun sitting up there, and I think I once at one point sat on there for like 5 minutes straight. And then after that I wanted to see what my neighbors were doing, because yes, they went there the time I went there. Well, I went there twice. One of them was my friend Bryce, you all know him, and the other one was with my neighbors. And perfect theme into the next thing, after I went to check out what my neighbors were doing, they were like climbing on this like weird thing again at the splash pad. All the things I've said currently were at the splash pad. And they were like climbing on this thing. I don't really know how to describe it, but there was like one thing at the top, another one here, and then a third one there. Like they all like water kept like flowing down them, and you could like fill up a bucket and then yeet the water at someone. And I don't really know how to describe it, so let's just skip something else. There were these two buttons at that splash pad, which I don't know what they did, but whenever you like hit them, they like made a weird noise. Okay. And there were a few other stuff, like this one thing, like it was like a water gun thing, but it like never stopped, and you could like aim it around and stuff, so it could like move and like hit other people and stuff. It was pretty cool, but it didn't shoot that far. It was like, woo! And there was probably a lot more stories at that splash pad that I forgot about, but let's zoom right into the playground. Woo! Alright, now let's talk about stories from the playground. So it was really cool. There was this like really weird like rope climbing thing where you can like climb on it, and there were a lot of really cool areas. And there was this one thing where like you can like jump on stuff, and there was like a really cool like parkour thing, like you could hang on to something, your feet are on something, and then you could like put your feet on something else and then hang on something else, and it was pretty cool. But we'll talk about some other stuff. I'm thinking of some other stories, but while I'm thinking of some other stories, this is another story. I was doing Floor's Lava with another one of my neighbors at that place, and none of us got hit by the lava. And there were also some really weird stuff at that park, like there was this like apple thingy. I don't think there was like a slide in the apple, but there was like an apple that you can like go in. It was like a ginormous apple, but it wasn't edible. And edible means you can eat it. There was this really cool whale thing where like there was a really cool whale thing where you can like go into the whale from like the side of the whale, and once again it was a fake whale. Why would there be a real whale at a playground? And there was like a cool slide inside the whale that when you got out of the slide, you went outside of the whale's mouth. So if you like went in reverse in the slide, you would get eaten by a whale. And there was this thing that you guys have probably heard of stuff similar to it, where like you go on it and then you spin around like this. Whee! Okay, I'm back. And it was closed. today. And later, after we left to the park, we went to get like donuts and Baskin Robbins, Dunkin' Donuts and Baskin Robbins. And then we came back to the park, and then there were girls there, like the neighbor girls, and they were like, before we leave, let's go on this. But there was a cone on it, which that meant it was closed, and they still decided to go on it for some reason. And then some other girl, shout out to you, I don't know you, she was like, guys, that place is closed. There's a cone on there for a reason. And it was so hilarious that you said that. I knew it was closed, so I decided not to go on it. And then I was like, yeah, girls, it's closed. Can't you see? And I said something like that. And that are pretty much all the stories that I have for you guys. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel for daily content. And yeah, that is pretty much it. I don't think there are any good stories left.